things that they're doing with their money would be less useful, than spending it on a border wall. But this is F-35 training. This is real construction work at bases. This is kind of hard to believe what the president just said.
Yeah, I mean, the president is suggesting he's going to take money from critical military construction and counter-narcotics work. I mean, it's kind of ironic
to build a wall for both those purposes. But look, there is no emergency at the border. I've been there 2 times in the last year. The border crossings, illegal border crossings are down to a 40-year low. His own intelligence community, when they do the world threat assessment that identifies the greatest threats to the United States, didn't even reference the southern border and certainly never said there was an emergency. So there is no emergency at the border, and the president's statutory authorization that he's referring to relates to military construction to support the armed forces, which is clearly not immigration related. So there's no basis for this. This is the president attempting to circumvent the will of the American people as reflected through decisions in Congress. This is really disrespectful to the rule of law, to the separation of powers between the branches of government. And we have a democracy. The president, just because he's frustrated that he didn't get what he wants, isn't allowed to just circumvent the democratic process. He's not an imperial king where he can just issue an edict. We have a functioning democracy, and he failed to convince the Congress and the American people of the necessity of the democratic process. He's not do what he's purporting or proposing to do.
The president's trying to get $8 billion for this. This is more than the $5.7 billion he was asking for in the first place. But the 5.7, as we know, was a red herring to start with, because even the most conservative estimates about the wall that the president wants to build was in the 20 to 25. There are estimates that are close to double that. But at that point, you as representatives have to deal with the fact that $8 billion is a lot of money. $8 billion for technology that is not deemed by the experts to say the thing that is going to keep our border more secure is a waste of American money. And as Nancy Pelosi said, this is one way or the other taxpayer money.
No, absolutely. Look, we have a responsibility to make certain that we secure the border in this country, but we need to do it in a way that actually achieves the objective, using the best technology, doing cargo inspections, using drones, using satellites, additional personnel, the things that the experts say will actually work, rather than this sort of monument to the Trump campaign promise that I remind your viewers he said that Mexico was going to pay for. It's ineffective. It's wasteful. It will not achieve the objective he claims it will. And that's why a bipartisan group of Congress negotiated a resolution of this issue and passed it overwhelmingly, because we settled on smart, tough, effective border security and not this campaign promise that the president made.
Congressman, the chairman of your committee, Jerry Nadler, has sent this letter to the president saying